Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where we are ushered across a lake like the glorious swans that we are to a dock where a man is waiting for us. We are the MILFs. The MILFs are us.
Where the altar looks like the Miona and Jabri arch altar that they had to like hold their whole wedding for. It's the same thing.
Yes.
Same thing.
Guys, I'm Amy Archer. I'm here with Amanda Lipnack-Radell as usual. And we are joined by Matt Marr today from Reality Gaze.
Welcome, Matt.
Woo woo!
She's back.
You know what? Poodle cannot contain you. He cannot contain your love for MILF Manor.
No, I was already told you. I don't know. Y'all can't see, but a sissy at a live show got me a MILF Manor mug from Canada, and I'm drinking from it. I love it.
Nice. Nice.
I'm so sad, and I'm so happy. Like, I feel great about it.
You have mixed emotions about MILF Manor.
I don't know how to talk about this. Also, I'm a little. We should have talked about this before. Also, when we're recording, I'm a little like, y'all pour one out for Shannon Doherty. Like that's really.
I know.
We're recording on that morning. I was like,
I always say Dylan and Brenda breaking up in that Porsche on the pier while Losing My Religion was playing was one of my seminal moments as a teenager. Yeah. Like, I'll never forget it.
I hope she's with Dylan.
Me too.
With Dylan,
Me too, because that's the couple that should have always been together.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jenny Garth.
No, it was not a great weekend for 80s kids. So
no,
anyway.
Richard Simmons, Shelley Duvall.
Yeah.
Dr. Ruth.
And
Shannon Doherty.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it down.
No, it's okay.
We have love to celebrate.
Love.
I will say, since I've talked to you, I'm so negative today. I don't mean to be negative. I'm just saying my only criticism of MILF Manor this kind of season. I think the cringe kind of flailed out at the end. I needed more cringe at the end.
There was no cringe.
We had the peak of the watermelon. The peak of the watermelon.
The watermelon.
Or the butt feeling. The butt feeling and trying to guess whose butt it was also.
Y'all, the watermelon and the butt, but the watermelon. So we would show a clip at the live shows and people hadn't seen it. Watching it was like probably the way people rioted at Stravinsky's Rite of Spring when it premiered. That's the gayest musical reference
Jesus,
ever.
Matt.
But I sent you screenshots immediately, if you remember.
Yes.
Because I was like, I just couldn't contain it. I needed somebody to like be in it with me.
And Caitlin texted me, our social media, who loves this show as well. She texted me as well. And I was like, I haven't watched it. But to watch people literally, we're not on video, but I saw at a scary movie where someone puts their feet up in their chair and gets in a fetal position and hides. People did that at our live show. It was so wonderful.
But this was a good kind of cringe. Like season one was, I had to tap out on season one. I know. I had to, but this was like good cringe.
Listen, I covered season one with
cringe.
I covered season one with Mary Payne on Hey Bunky. We are battle worn. We have our scars, and we've gone into season two. Experienced and hardened. And let me tell you something. I said to Mary Payne the other day on Hey Bunky, I'm like, I feel like we went through the war together. She and I. We've been somewhere. We've been somewhere. And I do think, and I'm curious to get your opinion, Matt. I'm curious to know if you think this could work. Amanda, you probably heard me pitch this to Mary Payne. Okay. I think this could work next season with, instead of bringing in the fathers of the boys, bring in the daughters of the women. So you have the men competing for the MILFs or their daughters. Who are they going to go for?
And that's going to be way cringier.
That's way cringy.
It's real cringy.
Because on MILF Manor, it's like, oh, a lot of women don't do this, but all men do that.
Yeah, this will be like Timmy and Todd going after 21-year-olds.
I don't know.
Or us.
I don't know if they would. I don't know if they would do that because it's so. You can't always reverse the sexist. It doesn't always work.
Well, you couldn't do it if
Lolita.
You couldn't do it if you had older men, but if you have 20-something men,
like
if you have boys, you can do it. Yes.
Then it's not creepy.
Yes.
But
No. What I mean is, like, say we had the exact
this show, Amy Archer.
Matt, you host
and make me host.
Yeah. Say we had the exact cast we do now, but the dads never came in. Only the women's daughters came in, and they were like 20.
Okay. Kelly could do season 3. She literally has a daughter that is young and looks like her.
There we go. Like,
because what I need is more of her.
Then, somebody would have to choose, like Connor would have to choose between Bratz doll or her daughter. Do you see what I'm saying?
Or really what they're thinking, old pussy versus young pussy.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Because that's what. Yeah. But yes. Now, I do wish they had a reunion. And yes, I do wish I was hosting it, but I feel like there's been so much drama off camera with this episode. I mean, Mary Payne did the interview with, and apparently everybody. I don't understand. Like, I guess everybody doesn't like Christina now. Like Kelly.
Yeah, no one likes Zelda.
We call her Zelda.
Wait, not after the princess actually of Hyrule, Zelda.
No,
right?
no. Okay. After Zelda in Pet Sematary in the back bedroom. Oh, you probably never saw it because you don't watch scary movies.
You know, I did watch that movie, and it didn't scare me that much. The only part that made me scream and jump is when he's holding the cat, and the cat scratches his face. That scared me.
I even remember the cat's name. The cat's name was Church.
Oh. Wow.
It was probably Churchill, but they called him Church. Yeah.
I just remember the cutting of the Achilles heel, and anytime I see someone with like a skinny heel, I'm like,
but Zelda didn't do that. Gabe did. The child.
Yeah, Gabe did that. Yeah.
Zelda just the best memory. I don't remember shit.
I remember that movie for a terrible reason. It haunts me to this day. So that's why I remember it.
I do feel that way about. I saw. I don't know why, but I watched it. Jesus,
you done watched it?
I watched it. I watched it when it was a television movie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank God it was a television movie because it wasn't. But the one with, from Clue, I don't want to say his name. Oh God, I hope he doesn't die.
Yeah, you didn't say it, Matt, so it's fine. Okay. Amy said it. We don't kill people.
I don't kill people.
He's not in good health.
Oh no.
Yikes. Amanda, did he play Rooster on
He played Rooster, not Raul Julia.
There we go, which I was just talking about. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, let's get to this MILF Manor, season 2, episode 12, A MILF to Remember.
Oh God. I didn't even realize that was the title.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Christ. So we open on Kelly. She's still in the middle of her breakdown, and people are being mean to me. Do we believe that Kelly is having a breakdown because people are being mean to her? She is like such a bitch to everybody else in the world.
I go back and forth on Kelly, and the reason my jury's still out a little bit on Kelly because I kind of trust Crystal, and I like Crystal.
Interesting.
And Crystal really likes Kelly, and they like are bonded. And I know from all this drama, like Kelly's on the side of like Lynette and all of like they're all team girl, and so. I don't know if part of it's an act. I will say that Kelly did not start this. I gotta say, this fight.
Barbie did.
Well, listen, Barbie's my girl. I'm gonna defend her to the end. Yeah, she got a little wild and a little drunk.
You like Barbie because Barbie has trauma.
Barbie is me. I am Barbie. Barbie has 3 or 4 drinks of sweet, sweet wine in that bar, and she feels like she can just say whatever she wants.
I love Barbie too, and you know why I love Barbie? Because she's a Darcy.
Yeah,
she's broken.
That's because and I'm a Darcy. So yeah, I get
Matt Sharp and Stace on MILF Manor.
Matt Sharp, TLC. Hear our prayers. Bring Darcy and Stacey back for one more season.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's just see that marriage to Georgie.
But don't forget, like Kelly was running down to the hot tub when Bratz doll Rebecca was in it, screaming, "Yo, bitch!" Like
that's the karma point because
I'm not a Kelly stan at all.
Of course she's. I don't necessarily like her. I don't like her.
Would you say she's a complicated historical figure?
I say that she's a woman from Orange County. That's what I say.
Fair.
So she probably, I don't know. So I guess but I do feel like that was, of course she's new. Like, you're going to sample the charcuterie board of men when you get there. Like, it's only fair.
Agreed.
She's doing the same thing you did. That's the only thing. I mean, I don't know if I appreciated it, but I just was like, y'all are all sister bonding and like women and all. And I'm like, just get the dick. Do what you want to do.
We have seen Kelly make out with everyone on this show.
Yeah.
And
she's literally kissed. Well, she didn't kiss Stacy.
Thank God. Stacy's marked safe.
Stacy's way too pretty to be with her.
I know that I would go for him because it's just another man who's not really emotionally available to commit and doesn't tell you that in his words. Oh my God, I'm turned on.
Same.
I don't know who I would go for on this show. I'd probably go for Barbie. I'm not going to lie. I don't like any of these guys.
I want to know, Amy, you got to pick a dick. It can be a young one. Who would you choose? Because mine would be, I would want to go for Miles, right? I would want to go for the son initially, but then I would feel too fat or too unattractive to go for the son. Like, it would bother me. And then the dad would say something again where I see he's not emotionally available, and then I would be obsessed with him.
That sounds right.
So what about y'all?
I'm not into any of the dads, which is strange because I always like older men. Always.
I do too. I don't like younger men normally.
Amanda, you're going to die when I say this. I would be torn between reassurance, Chris, and I think Joey, as in Polly Walnut's son, Joey.
Polly Walnut's Joey is adorable. He's too adorable for me.
He doesn't know what to do in the bedroom. Ashley. He's not going to know what to do. But whatever.
I'm still back with Ashley.
You're still with Ashley.
I thought Ashley was super hot.
You've already left the house.
I'm happy to go make my way in the world with my MILF Manor boyfriend.
I think Chris is just damaged enough that I could ride that out for a while.
Well, speaking of, I will say Chris has got a much better dick than Joey. It's not much of Joey.
Yeah. Leave that. I can see that. Yeah. So now we have Kelly Mack, and she's making, is it pho or pho?
Pho.
It looks amazing.
I want that dinner. I love pho.
It's wonderful.
Polly Walnuts gets a text. Hey, I'm getting texts over here. And Chris and Barbie have left the manor to take their love into the real world.
But then they take it into the woods.
Oh, we'll get there.
Into the woods. The woods.
Polly Walnuts, who always seems, this is what irks me about Polly Walnuts a little bit. I don't doubt that he's a good person. People have come for us and said in his community, he's a good person. But he always seems to know what to say. And always says the right thing. And I'm always suspicious of people like that. So he was like, well, good for them. They're good people and they deserve the best. Okay, Sean Robbins.
We wish you the best.
Yeah.
So Kelly now says everyone can focus on their relationships now. And Rob, who we call Plastic Drunkle, and I can get to know one another. Bye, bitch.
I hate her. So I need that in your opinion, Matt. So Rob, Plastic Drunkle, the new uncle.
Yeah.
You saw because you're a gay man. You saw Beyond the Chandelier or whatever that biopic was about Liberace, right? He looks like Rob Lowe, all plastic surgery'd up.
Rob Lowe looked better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay.
But no,
right, because at his core, he's still Rob Lowe.
He's still Rob Lowe. I mean, we're starting with a great base here.
Look, he just looks like another man from Florida.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're probably going to be perfect for each other. He does. I don't normally. It's usually Poodle that talks about people's looks. I normally don't. But I feel okay in this because I feel like he has actively changed them.
He's made choices.
Yep. Made choices.
He's made choices. I don't like to stare at his face for more than 3 seconds.
It's not comfortable.
Because something proportionally is off. And my brain starts trying to figure. It's like a bad fraction that won't condense.
Yes.
And you go, wait, can can I reduce that? Can I? And you're just looking, and then you realize you can't reduce, and you feel like an idiot for thinking about it for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Like when that fraction is 2/4 and you can't figure out how to reduce it, which would be me.
Yeah. I'm terrible at math. Terrible.
Yeah, I do here.
So, and I just, look, I can judge. I've had good plastic surgery, and so I can judge.
I think he's had bad plastic surgery. That's exactly right. Yep.
It's fillers. He's had bad fillers. That's really a lot of it. Fillers, don't do.
Crutches and Sam say in a confessional, these two, Chris and Barbie, are wild.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I forgot you call him Crutches. I forgot.
Crutches just followed me on Instagram. And
wow.
On Reddit, his son said that he's listened to the show and he appreciates the nickname Crutches. So
I like him, but also what I like him, he's a kinky motherfucker.
That's what Amanda's been saying. Yeah,
I'm telling you, without that clipped wing, this guy would be a fucking menace through this whole place.
It kind of like subdued him.
Yes. He clipped wing. He could only do so much. He probably
gives Kelly Mack that crush, and he's like, use it like a stripper pole, Kelly Mack.
Poor Kelly Mack got there, didn't know what a MILF was, didn't know what sexting was. She's like a good Christian girl who has no idea what the hell's happening around her.
Her daughter did her wrong because her daughter seemed really smart and intelligent, and I'm like, you need to help your mother more.
Her daughter was stunning.
Stunning. Jesus.
So Sam is like, they're my favorite relationship, Chris and Barbie. Okay, sit down, calm down. So now we see Chris and Barbie in an enchanted forest. And we got some real Midsummer Night's Dream going on here.
See, I went, well, you know where I went. Yes, we are in the shop. My name is Dildo Baggins, and I am officiating a marriage ceremony between a man who wears thongs with a hairy asshole and a stripper. Yes. You shall not marry.
You know he's my favorite character of yours.
I know. I saw them in the woods, and I heard the elvish, like, music in my head. And went, well, that's got to happen.
That's got to happen. That's what's
okay. Yeah, it's got to happen.
Oh, I'm so excited for Lord of the Rings to come back this year.
So they have this beautiful setting and serene, and they're dressed beautifully. And Chris starts us off by saying, fuck that house, though. Fuck that house. Okay. He says, I'm here. I'll catch a flight to you in a heartbeat. He just is like, I'm yours. You're mine. And she goes, you're my person. And I'm like, this guy's your person.
You've known him for a week and he's half your age?
Barbie,
he's literally a year older than your child. And he's
Barbie needs someone like Crutches who's got a lot of money, real super stable, can drag her out of any bar at any time. Although Chris can drag her out of a bar physically.
Yes, but not emotionally.
Crutches is never going to date her because he can't take Barbie to a dinner party with his rich.
Correct.
True.
He could take Kelly Mack.
True.
Kelly Mack would be
appropriately.
Yes, he can.
He needs a quote politician wife kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Then he says, I love you, Barbie. I love you.
I gasped.
I did too.
I was like, but this is not real.
And is this the first I love you we've had on MILF Manor?
Yes.
I think it might be.
I think it is. Yes.
I mean, besides the moms tucking their sons into bed on season 1 saying, I love you, honey. Good night.
That's true. That's true.
This is the first non-familial I love you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So she's thrilled to be booed up, and he says she is my queen, my backbone, my rock, my lover, and I want to give her reassurance. Okay. So now Crutches gets a text, and they're going to take a relationship quiz. They need to be truthful. They need to be honest, because only those who show compatibility will continue. Zelda tells the camera, I'm real nervous about this. Because we know Zelda's torn because she's a trike girl. She's a woohoo girl, but she also wants, she wants Drunkle David.
But Drunkle David wants, actually both of the men she's interested in want children.
Yes.
And she literally can't have them anymore. Nor does she want to.
I have a conspiracy theory.
Oh, what's that?
What?
I think Drunkle David does not want 7 children. He just doesn't want her and doesn't know how to say it.
It's a real easy out for a relationship.
Yeah.
I agree.
I want kids, you don't.
Sorry. So Drunkle is conflicted because he doesn't know if Zelda would be willing to start all over again and have a house full of kids. She's 46, dude. She's not starting all over again. Having kids.
She's 46. I think she's 44. Whatever. Still, yeah.
Still, she's not doing it.
Even if she got pregnant every 9 months, we're not doing it.
She actually used the words, "I can't have kids."
Yes.
Yeah.
She talks about that. So he
sounded like she had a hysterectomy.
Yeah, maybe he was on the other side of the wall listening with the glass and is like, "That's it. That's it."
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I don't believe in adoption.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Matt's dad.
I'm not fetching. Don't fetch a baby, Matthew.
Right. Yes. Gotta be blood.
Gotta be blood.
Paulie Walnuts and Joey talk about Joey wanting kids, and he pretty much says, if I'm in a relationship, I just take things as they come. And Paulie Walnut says, sempre avente. That's what we say in our restaurant. Moving forward, Joe, never looking back. So in other words, don't stop and reflect on anything. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Don't learn from a single experience you've had.
Keep going.
No.
What could possibly go wrong?
Now we have, Fletcher, the nephew that just came in. He's been there for a day. We call him Eddie Munster.
That actually is a problem with it. I'm like, they are introducing people way too late.
No.
It's not.
These two did not add anything to the
Again, put me in the production room, Matt Marr on the stage as host, and we got this.
There's a better way to fuck with people. Yes, thank you. Because what they should do, instead of the last 3 episodes, no new people should be coming in.
No.
What we do is force people that are coupled to split up and go on dates with other people.
Like Couple to Throuple did that. That's
like Couple to Throuple.
You force them. They've got to, some reason, that's why they have to do this and go on other dates. And then they develop feelings about other people. And then we have love triangles.
I love it. Okay, maybe you can host and co-produce the show.
Yes.
I would love to. And most of the men would not wear shirts if I was a producer.
And that's fine. I would support that. We need to pour one out for Couple to Throuple.
Yeah, we're not getting a second season.
What?
Yeah. Scott Evans confirmed no second season. This is such a waste. This is a travesty.
Yeah.
Where do I need to write a letter?
Yeah. Start a letter writing campaign.
All I do is just write letters.
Now no Couple to Throuple. I've ruined your day, Matt.
That is really, that's upsetting.
It's upsetting.
We liked the show, and then we did an interview with him, which you can listen on our pod.
It was a great interview.
And thank you. Jake was like, I don't really like the show. He said, but I like parts of it. But he didn't say that to Scott. But then after the interview, he has totally changed my opinion about this show.
The show is great.
All in on this show. And I was like, thank you. This is why. And Jake ended up when he was in Chicago, he went to a gay beach party. And the gay
spicy ramen
there.
He met the gay couple that was on the show.
He met Ashmal and Ramen. Yeah.
Ashmal and Ramen.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I told you.
Listen, I'm putting this out there right now. Open invitation to you, Matt Marr. Anytime something is too trashy for Poodle, you come on right over here.
Yeah, we've got you.
And you talk about it. We've got you. Nothing is too trashy for us.
Nothing. The only thing that gives me some solace is Ultimatum Queer Love is coming back.
I cannot wait for that.
Can't wait.
I'm very excited.
Love is Blind UK too. That's going to be good.
I forgot that's
women.
the thing.
Is Ultimatum Queer Love going to be women or
I don't know
or non-binary?
I don't know. When does Love is Blind UK? I got to talk to Jake.
August 7th.
Okay.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Okay, so now we get a text the results are in. Okay. Fletcher, aka Eddie Munster, and Sam must leave because they haven't met up with anyone. And so Eddie Munster was literally here for 5 minutes, and he's real emotional because he's like, I just want to be a DILF. I just want to go home and be a DILF. I just want to have a bunch of kids. And in a confessional, Plastic Drunkle tells Eddie Munster, saying these words, you're a real shining star for your age. Like you in that seamless gutter business, you're going to rise to the top.
You're going to change the world. One gutter at a time.
This guy wants to have kids, is a Marine, right? He was a Marine.
Yeah. And has a business. He'll be fine. He'll be just fine.
Well, he'll be fine.
He does look like Eddie Munster.
And it's the hair.
It's just the widow's peak.
hair.
Yeah.
But it's the gel on the hair and the crispiness of
Crunchy.
it. I bet you if he just had a good like good deep conditioner. As we would say, if he had a hot oil treatment.
I loved me a good hot oil treatment in the 80s.
He had a hot oil treatment and just let his natural kind of curly waves. Women would just be playing with his hair all the time.
He'd be, yeah. He's going to be just fine.
I don't know why I said that like Jiminy Glick.
So Crutches and Sam have a very emotional goodbye. And Sam says, it was so awkward at first to have my dad here, but now I'm just so glad we did this. And they're hugging. Crutches is crying. And they call Kelly Mack Mama K because Sam's going, you have Mama K here with you. Take care of Mama K.
When he said Mama K, I went, oh,
this is so sweet.
I know.
And he hugs her goodbye and they tell each other, not Crutches, like Sam and Mama K hug and I love you. And
there's a second I love you.
Soon. Yeah. But that's a parent-child I love you.
Yes.
That's not a banging I love you.
Now Kelly gets a text, but before they could go any further, Shauna self-extracts. She's like, I'm out of here. I've decided I don't want to have 17 kids with Joey.
I think it was a waste for them to wait to put her in. I think they should have put her in earlier. I really liked her. I think she would have caused, first of all, I think they should have put her in at the first, so that way Crystal wasn't like the one black woman,
the only woman of color. Yeah.
Yes. Of just color. Period. And so I think that would have made more interesting show. But it also, I think she has more to give.
I do too. She's an artist.
Yeah, she was cool.
I wanted to hear more from her.
She seemed like a woman of actual substance, as opposed to Kelly.
So
OG County.
So now Joey self-extracts. He's like, I'm out of here too, I guess. And Polly Walnuts is offering to go with him. They hug, they kiss. He says, I'm so proud of Joey. He is my why. He is why I do everything. Like, it was so sweet. These dads and sons, I'm telling you, they're coming together.
It's very sweet.
So, just a quick sidebar. I just saw the greatest clip of Betty White. I love her so much. And she was on Family Feud. And Richard Dawson is, cozying up to her. And he's like, what's a command you wish you could give your husband that you give your dog? And she looks right at the camera and she goes, come.
I have seen that clip and it's amazing.
I've never seen that.
She says it and she does that thing, Betty White, where she just kind of, she says it and then she pauses and then looks to the side.
Yep. I don't know what made me think of that, but I just thought about it. Okay.
Well, I like that.
Okay, there it was. So Joey says, I think I was the only guy here who, when the dads came out, I actually was happy to see my dad and I loved him. Okay. Crystal says she only has one good relationship left in her. She's like, I'm 48. I've had enough heartbreak to last a lifetime.
She broke my heart when she said,
me too. Because you have lots of love left in you, Crystal. Keep going, girl.
She does.
I met my husband at 48. Like, this can happen.
Oh, okay. I mean, I personally, I'm on a journey where I believe love is dead for me as well. But so I get that, but it made me like check myself. And she's like, because I'm still getting over my son who died. And I went,
I know.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole other type of heartbreak. But I get it. I get it
too. And she says, even though Stacy has told me he doesn't like me, has never touched me, and my sister said, run, girl, run, I still think there could be a future between us. I'm like, no,
not into you, girl.
Stop it.
I want to ask. So first of all, I loved her sister. I loved that interaction.
I did too.
And I loved too that her sister like didn't talk to her sister as she was stupid.
Yeah.
Like, girl, what do you do? Like they do on 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
But so this is what I want to ask y'all. Do you think she already knew it, or do you think she played it out for the cameras?
I think she played it out for the cameras.
I think so too.
I do too.
Yeah. And it was magnificently done.
It was well played. So that makes me love her more.
Very well played.
Yes. So let's get to these final decisions, shall we? Dun, dun, dun.
This will change everyone's life.
As I said, the women are sequestered somewhere across the lake, and then they are chauffeured across the water, just like skipping like a beautiful swan. Yes.
In evening gowns.
So Brat's doll goes first, and she shows up in an outfit that I would have worn to the prom in 2004. I mean, I don't know what's happening here.
It's real bad.
So that outfit and the inappropriateness tells you everything about her you need to know.
She's a woohoo girl.
That and the hot pink 14-year-old lip gloss.
It's not good.
We have Zelda and Bratz doll are both woohoo girls. They could go be trike girls together on the beach.
Agreed.
So she's torn because Anthony dresses well and he's Italian.
And he might have money.
Connor wants 4 kids. Now, Connor is wearing a heavy tweed jacket, it looks like. Anthony is dressed in a suit that I didn't feel was it made him look older than
it did.
I agree.
That
jacket did not do him any favors.
And Amanda, you know me, I don't comment on fashion. So if you notice it has to be very overt.
I felt like that was a jacket my grandfather would have worn.
Yeah.
When he was my grandfather.
When he was lounging around the house and he had like those tight pants on and the turtleneck, like that was a better look. Much
way better look.
Oh, you want to get dicked down by him a little bit.
No,
but we want to go eat his food.
He triggers me. He triggers me. I'm from an Italian family, and that misogynistic Italian, that triggers me.
But we're going to his restaurant.
We are going to his restaurant. Yes.
Where is it?
It's 3 hours
from
Jersey. Us, right?
It's like an hour and a half from me, and like 2.5 hours from you.
It's, as we say around here, it's down the shore.
Down the shore.
Down the shore.
So we got to get there. So Connor's wearing Nikes, and I wrote, come on, girl. He's wearing Nikes. Wally Walnuts owns a fucking restaurant and can cook. And what are you doing?
Always choose the guy who can cook. But I always choose the guy who can cook.
Yes.
I kind of, though, appreciate that she was like, but Connor's going to dick me down and choke me a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's what she wants. And I kind of respect that she just went with that decision.
And I think maybe she said, I can't believe I'm talking about this like it's real, but maybe she sensed in Polly Walnuts like that idea, because he told Mary Payne, like, we came on the show to promote our restaurant. Like I have been theorizing for some time that he has a girlfriend, because his Instagram, like, they're clearly cutting somebody out when they're on Instagram lately.
You're right.
So she chooses Connor, and Polly Walnuts again giving the stock answer. He's just like a Sean Robinson situation, like, well, we're just gonna leave it here.
Right.
And he's like, I wish you to the best. Yep. And I'm gonna give you some alone time. And he tells the camera, I had a beautiful connection with my son, and I'm very lucky to have him, and this was a great experience. Okay. Now we get,
and Amanda cried.
Oh, did Amanda cry?
I don't know.
No, Amanda has a cold black heart. She doesn't cry.
I'm like Mary Payne. I don't cry. I felt things though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like you. I'm dead too. I don't cry.
Yeah. I'm the crier. I cry over everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Kelly and Plastic Drunkle now meet up on the dock, and he says, I wouldn't.
No, it just hit me what he looks like. He looks like a G.I. Joe, like when you're a kid, a G.I. Joe doll that you left in the car and it melted a little bit.
Yes, that's perfect.
That's what he looks like.
That's perfect.
Somebody in our group said that he looks like the Stretch Armstrong doll before you stretch him out.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Ocho. Yes. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
So he says, Kelly is out of my league. I never would have approached her, but I'm trying. So they talk. He proposes that they hang out, they continue this, and they make out. So
good luck to you too. Mm-hmm. Take all of your fillers and your plastic implants and get the hell out of here.
Have fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you hear me on Hey Bunky when I told Mary Payne that Jovi, my man Jovi?
Yes.
Jovi child.
Jovi. He made a joke about Larissa. Or not Larissa. What's her name?
Jasmine.
That I thought was pretty good.
It's on Pillow Talk.
Yes. Jasmine is dressed as the ocean in this pageant.
Oh, yeah.
And Jovi said, well, she kind of is like the ocean. She's salty and full of plastic.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Jovi child. Look.
But that's what I think of these two. Like, just go off and go into the waves of the ocean and just go back to your home.
Yes, he is very charming. Very
Jovi?
Charming. Yes. Because we saw him at that New York thing. He's very charming. And he got Jake so drunk on Sazeracs.
I would totally be into Jovi if I wasn't married.
Oh,
Amanda,
she's got a thing. It's not good.
Is he short?
Very short.
Okay, see?
I'm not.
How tall?
Yara and I just talked about makeup, and she's like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yes." How tall? Oh, he's probably like. Let's see. I'm 6 foot, and
is he shorter than Jake?
Yo, yeah. And
okay, because Jake's like 5'9". Jake's just a little bit taller than I am.
I would say he's like a 5'6".
Nope.
There you go. You're out, Aim.
Mm-hmm. I'm out.
Maybe 5'7".
Which is terrible. It's terrible to say. Because I'm only 5'1". Everybody is taller than me.
And he wouldn't be able to have sex with you because he would be drunk.
Yeah.
I'm used to that. Have you seen the people I've dated?
You know what? That's fair. I'm in that same club, Amy Archer.
Go back through. Read my book, Matt.
I bought it.
Okay.
Didn't go good.
Didn't go good. I was Darcy in my 20s.
Ooh.
Okay, so now we have Crystal, and she stands Stacy up. But here's my question.
Okay, you were shocked?
I was shocked.
I was gagged and gooped, yes.
Mm-hmm. Logistical question, because we see her on the boat. Right. Do they take the boat out and just make a big swirl?
She's in the boat.
And tour around the lake.
I think instead of getting a text, I think it would have been, again, if I produced a show, I want them to see the boat coming.
Yes.
They see the boat.
Go right by.
And then they just go, and then just drive on by, and they're standing there.
And then you see Stacy, and like a little tear comes down his cheek.
Yeah. And then he's got a tear.
Thank God.
A text, and like as the boat, it cut to Crystal, and she's just on the boat eating a bag of Fritos. Like, that's the show I would make.
Well, let me tell you, Stacy's upset, but he says, "I found a new love with my son."
That's the best thing that came out of this whole thing.
Yes, I agree. I hope they really do reconcile.
Yeah.
I hope.
I agree.
Now we get to Zelda. She's really nervous, and she never thought she'd get married again. She never thought she'd get out of the back bedroom. But she thinks she and David can move forward and plan a future together.
Really?
So she comes up to him and she's like, "Did you miss me last night?" He's kind of like, what are you not getting? He is so, what's the guy's name from Beauty and the Beast? The live action version of Linda Hamilton. No. Ron
Perlman.
He's Ron Perlman looking up there. He looks like a lion.
He does look like
a lion-esque feature to him.
A lion-esque feature to him, which normally it's kind of hot, but
not him.
Nope.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Did you miss me last night?"
we all want to think about it. We all want to fuck a lion a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
I'll see it. Yeah.
With the lion. There. Okay, hold on now.
I wish everybody could see Amanda's face because I saw you go, "That's gross." Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I got there. Did you do mental gymnastics? I got there.
I don't know if I could do, are we talking about a lion? We're obviously talking about a lion played by something, right? Played by somebody.
A human lion, not a lion.
Think about just lions in general, like real life lions, but then also think about Simba. Think about King Lion. Think about even that kind of.
Who would you have banged in The Lion King?
I actually would have banged because I would have done it for the money back. I would have banged the lion in Robin Hood.
Oh, okay. I would have banged Scar. I'm not gonna lie, Scar. I would have ridden off into the sunset.
I would have been into Daddy King the whole
me too.
way.
Mufasa is going to be my man.
I would have been in my dark little cave, just banging Scar, plotting our revenge.
It's just "Be Prepared" is on loop. That's all you hear.
Yes.
Who from The Lion King would you bang? Now, there's a question I never thought would be posed to me in my entire life.
Some sick fuck wants to bang Pumbaa.
Multiple watches.
Yeah, the cartoon version of Big Ed. God be with you. You know, I shouldn't say that about Pumbaa.
We love him.
Besmirch Pumbaa in that way.
Yes.
Okay, so Zelda thinks she and David can move forward together, have a future together, whatever. So then she's like, I really want to do this. And he's like, I don't.
I think this goes back to everyone hates her on the show now. So I think you sense that.
I'm not going to lie. I could watch this on repeat 15 times. This is going in the spank bank.
It was
just turning her down.
Because she's good. I think I could tell that she had a little bit of crazy in her because of that silver eyeshadow. That's just not not an appropriate choice. The one that's in her talking head.
Yes.
But the way she completely melts down and gets so defensive so quickly, it was. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I agree. I could have watched it several times.
Oh, me too. I was loving this. And he's like, I'm in a nesting phase. And she's a trike girl.
Yeah. Amy, do you love this more or less than the Janelle Cody fight?
How dare you?
Okay, just asking. Just asking. Just asking.
Really?
I just needed you to say it out loud.
Amanda, I literally said, I want embedded in my gravestone an iPad that plays that fight on loop when I'm dead.
I know. And I have to build the solar thing that's going to power it. And then you want the hot water of Cody. I know. I know everything that has to go into this.
All right.
So your grave's going to look like Mousetrap. Got it.
Basically. But it's going to be very Princess Diana. It's going to be on an island in the middle of the lake.
Okay,
so
that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Mm-hmm.
So now, guys, we have the love story we all never saw coming, but want. Kelly Mack and Grudges. And he does the I didn't come here for love. I came here for you.
Right. He knows exactly the right thing.
And let me tell you something.
Makes me know he's a dog and I'm here for him.
Matt, I reference this scene all the time, but please tell me you've seen Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore.
A long time ago, but I have, yes.
And how she stands on the pitcher's mound at the end.
Yes.
And finally he comes out while the crowd is cheering and he says, sorry it took me so long to get here or something like that. And this is very similar at the end because she says, I've waited forever for this. And he says, I'm sorry I'm late.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
believe
say
in their
this.
love.
What I do. I agree. He was a bird with a clipped wing, as Amanda said. So we don't know what he's gonna be like. You know, he travels like 200 days a year. I'm not thrilled about that.
Nope.
But I want to talk about the real love story here and the real point that no one's talking about. Kelly Mack just bagged a guy who sells airplanes.
Right.
I know.
Private airplane
never working again.
No.
She's not cleaning a toilet.
No.
She's not
just
cooking
gonna
a
stay
meal.
home and cook pho. She's just gonna stay home.
Yep. And be with her beautiful daughter doing.
She's gonna sit by a fucking pool. She's gonna go shopping. She's gonna go to Nice on a fucking yacht. This is the dream we all need to aspire to.
And Sam Crutches Jr. is just gonna be bopping around trying to bang her daughter the entire time.
The entire
Which ways
time.
Can I what hijinks can I
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
Why not? They're not blood related.
Spin-off. Give us a spin-off. No, don't.
I have
Sam and Kelly Mack.
I have a friend who's married with a blended family, and they both have like 4 kids each, so it's a lot of kids.
Oh, Jesus.
And she's like, I think the youngest ones they might end up dating. Is that weird? I'm like,
no, it's not weird.
I don't think there's steps. It's not, you know.
Yeah.
It's different. Here's where it gets weird. If their parents married when they were little kids and like they were siblings in their footy pajamas, if they meet as adults,
not adult. They did meet as 14-year-olds probably.
Okay, they've met in a part of their lives where puberty has set in. We are becoming sexual beings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew a couple
we're
that
going in a weird area, and I'm sorry. That's some KDD bullshit.
We just covered that documentary, A Man with 1,000 Kids. And this was a real thing. Like people are worried about all of these children marrying their half siblings, which is different than step. But
oh, that's true. Don't in the U.S. do you have to get a blood test still before you get married? I would not know. Oh, you don't?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
you just have to swear
repeat
that this
offenders here. Nope.
Yeah, you just have to basically swear this isn't your brother that you're trying to marry.
I don't think they make you do that in Oklahoma.
They're fine with the brother, marrying your sibling. Yeah, it is Oklahoma.
Well, okay, so let's talk about this. This is the end of MILF Manor. We get no follow-up.
None.
We have no idea
what's
who's
happening
still
with
together.
any of this.
So who do we think is together? Who do we think is apart? I will say this. Mary Payne's co-host for this, I forget her name. Deanna Chang. She interviewed Kelly Mack. And she said that she does not think they are still together. That was her vibe.
I don't
Kelly
feel like
Mack did not give that away, but that's their vibe.
I don't feel like they've got a long term.
I don't think any of these people are still together.
I think Kelly Mack is quite religious.
Yes.
And I don't think Crutches is. I don't think, he's like.
She's like, you want me to put my what in your what?
Like, he's like, he's like. She's like, I want to go to Italy and see the Vatican. And he's like, I want to go to Italy for this Eyes Wide Shut party. So I think there's values.
He's going to ask
Eyes Wide Shut. That was so wild.
It was so wild.
Oh, yes.
This is my toxic love of Tom Cruise coming through here.
Oh, God, Amy.
Look,
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to stand by this. Tom Cruise makes great fucking movies.
Tom Cruise is hot. I said it.
He's attractive. His hair gets a little dark. I think he needs to lighten it up as he gets older. But Maverick was a fantastic film.
Yes, it
Maverick was a ton of fun.
Yes, it was.
It was so good. So you know,
but he's a junky garbage Scientologist, and we hate that about him.
Yes. Hottest Tom Cruise. Who is the hottest Tom Cruise for you?
Ooh, Jerry Maguire.
I'm gonna go with Maverick only because I like a holdie. I like a holdie.
Oh,
he became a holdie by the time Maverick came out.
I want to take y'all back. Legend.
Oh,
Legend.
Oh.
You never have seen Legend?
Did I never see Legend? Was this before or after Interview with the Vampire? Was it around that time?
Legend? I have to look up this film and see because
I don't even know when that was, but I remember that.
Yes, Legend was in 1985 Tom Cruise.
Oh, so that's like 1 year after Risky Business.
Legend is with I would almost watch this movie again and then do a podcast about it with you.
Okay, hit us.
Because Tim Curry, it's a sci-fi, it's like never-ending story. And Tom Cruise is Atreyu. He's like the young prince or whatever guy, and Tim Curry plays Darkness. And Darkness is this red-headed demon, shirtless with this big barrel chest, and he has huge, like 4-inch horns coming out of his head.
The fuck!
God, I forgot.
I need to look at this.
Like this, this is like you take some shrooms or a gummy and watch this movie. Well, that's all I want to do now.
Oh my God!
Now that you have discovered gummies, Matt, it's a whole new world for you.
It's a whole new world for me.
I see him. Whoa! Yes. Whoa! He's so fucking hot. Whoa! Oh, he's got long hair.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, we need to see this. Tim Curry, I don't know what's happening there.
It's great. Anyway, sorry, I took us on a road.
No, it's okay.
We're here for it.
We're all Googling. We're looking at things now.
I am here for the Tom Cruise road. Believe me. Yeah.
We Google a lot on the show. It's very normal.
We do.
Same.
So will they do MILF Manor 3? I'm assuming yes. This season did really well.
It did ratings wise?
I think so.
It was talked about a lot. I think we're entering a new era because it's like, Love Island now has hit the U.S. finally. Like everyone's talking about Love Island.
Yep.
So, and I say that like, and I think Jake, we did it by Curious. We even talked about years ago when it first came out, we were going to cover. We did. We covered the first. This is back when we were doing like TV time. We were doing this app. If you were an OG sissy who was here on this app with us, it was called like, I forgot. It was like some app we would do, and we would talk about the show in the app live, like a podcast. But so we did Love Island on that, the first season, and hated it. It was so boring. But I think what's happening, it must be getting better, but also we're The Bachelor. We take our love story so seriously. And I do think that's what's happening with MILF Manor and a little bit now is we're starting not to take, like Britain, not take some of these shows so seriously.
Yeah,
and I think
agree.
That's good for me because I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. This is total trash. They know it. They're leaning into it clearly. Watermelon challenge.
I think they're going to be back. I want to watch the DILF show. We would love to, but it's only on like some gay streaming network. And you can't get it. It's like but there is a DILF show that's supposed to be.
Is that the Boyfriends or whatever?
No, that's the Netflix one. No, this is an American one. It's called.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be really good. But it's like on some like streaming network called like
Logo or something.
or whatever.
E739-4.
Yeah. It's called For the Love of DILFs.
Oh, good God.
And it's hosted by Stormy Daniels.
Whoa!
Stop it.
Yes. Like it's a great show. I would It's actually on Roku channel. Oh, it is on Amazon. Jake would never cover it, but y'all know if you're bored, hit a bitch up.
I'll watch that trash.
There is nothing beneath us. Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Nope.
We have never not done a show because it's too trashy. We've not done shows because we don't have time, but it's never been a decision because of the level of trash.
I will tell you, and you know this, Matt, because you guys cover it. I watched the premiere of Plathville already.
I've watched half of it.
I haven't watched it yet.
A good season.
I just got to that part where this isn't a spoiler if it's Arizona, but
where Olivia stabs Ethan.
Yeah, I just got to the part where Olivia shows up at the apartment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was crying.
So Amy,
I didn't want to watch Plathville again if Olivia wasn't going to be on it. So I'm glad, and I just want to watch Olivia burn it all down.
Same. But Ethan has a guitar, Amy.
Which is my kryptonite.
Oh no.
I'll save my opinion for when we're covering it, but I will say this. It's going to be an unexpected take from me.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it. Matt, Amy was super into Rick and Samantha from Love During Lockup. And as soon as he came out with a guitar.
Oh.
He was the one on the fixed income with his pension.
Wait.
He looked like Rick Springfield.
Hold on. Let me.
He's the one that had the buddy movie with the Uber driver.
He's the one that kept going to the high school reunions.
Yes.
Amy.
With Carol.
And you
listen.
And look, I've made bad choices. I'm the one that is still into Patrick. Patrick and Thais when he cries.
I'm into John.
Oh, that tracks. Jake's into John too.
Yeah, I'm into John too.
I was even in. I cannot believe I said this, and Jake still calls me out repeatedly.
I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
The first season that we covered of Plathville, I just said a comment. I went, Daddy Plath is kind of cute sometimes.
No, your entire audience still remembers that.
Oh yeah, we're never letting that go.
And now he's gotten really buff.
Yeah, but he still looks like that. He still looks like a thumb.
Well, yes, he always has that face of a snowman that's getting a corn cob up his ass. I'm not judging.
Well, I am very lucky because I have an adorable husband who keeps me safe from all of this. Because if I was not married, I was out in the world, Amanda would be on full-time alert to keep me.
I couldn't go to my regular job. I just have to keep you in check all day. Does that come with benefits? Can you pay my health insurance? Because I'm willing to do it if you pay my health insurance.
Yeah. Hey, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm cheap. Health insurance.
Our audience knows you guys and loves you guys because we talk about you all the time. But tell everyone who's living under a rock, what are you guys doing? What's going on over at Reality Gaze?
Well, go to realitygaze.com. That's where you can find all things us or Reality Gaze podcast on socials. We are jumping into Plathville. We're very excited about that. We do all 90 Day Fiance, even 90 Day UK, which Jake likes less.
I'm loving UK.
Kim from Cray Cray and I are like, we talk about it. And she's like, I could watch 40 episodes of this. And I'm like,
I like it a lot too.
I like it a lot too.
I like it a lot too. Jake I feel like y'all, if you're watching 90 Day UK and you don't like it, divorce yourself from the idea it's not 90 Day US.
No.
And just go, wait, this is just candy. I don't need to think about it so deeply. And once you do that, it's fun unless you're seeing a scene with Tony.
Right.
But we're doing all 90 Day and very excited about Plathville and very excited at the end of the month, Love After Lockup is coming back.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We cover that as well. So
we're doing Gypsy Rose Love After Lockup. It's fantastic.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yes.
Yeah. The guy she's married to is such a fucking creep.
I just discovered Gypsy Rose, which I don't know what rock I was living under.
Oh, that is so your type of story.
Because it's trash.
Because it's trash. Yeah. But I get it. It's like I won't watch an episode of the Mama June Honey Boo Boo thing.
No, I won't do
it.
That's too trashy.
I think I'd get roped into it, and then I would care.
Yeah.
And because isn't Honey Boo Boo married now?
I think so. Honey Boo Boo's like 30 or something at this point.
Is she the girl that sold the bows?
No, she was the one who they would hop her up on Kool-Aid.
Oh.
And like hop her up on Kool-Aid and Mountain Dew before she would go to beauty pageants. But she was like a chubby kid that Mama June kept like shoving into these pageants. It was bad.
Gotcha.
Real bad.
But then she said really cool things, like she was talking about her uncle that was gay, and she said, my uncle, his name was like, I don't know, Skeet or whatever. She's like, my uncle Skeet, he's gay. And then she's like 9 years old, and she looked at the camera and she said, but isn't everybody a little bit gay? I think so. And you just go,
okay.
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
Anyway,
so she's a decent human.
I don't know about that.
But that was a good thing she said.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, y'all, I'm telling you this, and Jake and I both said this. If Toddlers and Tiaras ever came back on the air, we would throw away everything we cover and immediately cover that show.
Oh my God.
Can't do it. Can't do Dance Moms either.
Little Miss Perfect. I loved that show. All of it. Did you watch that one?
No.
It's a spinoff. So I'll be done. I'm sorry. Little Miss Perfect, though, it was Toddlers and Tiaras, and there was this pageant coach, this guy who made me look like fucking Chris Hemsworth. He was so gay. Okay. And turns out he started his own set of pageants called the Little Miss Perfect pageant. And so it would be him like meeting with these pageant girls. They try to do the pageant, but then at the end of the episode,
oh no,
God. He would always make it about him. He would sing the theme song that he wrote at the Little Miss Perfect, and the music would start playing, and I have to hold a pen like a microphone the way he did. The Little Miss Perfect pageant, where all your dreams come true.
Oh God!
Unicorns and glitter and sparkles for you. And it was just like. It was like warbly gay male musical theater, like yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Is that still on?
I don't know, but I think it only ran like 6 seasons, and it feels like as you're watching it, brought to you by pedophilia.
Oh, God, that's why I can't do these shows of these little girls that they like try to make like adult women. It creeps me out.
Well, as I told Chris and Juan, docu-sweeties, everything I know about pageants, I know from John Bonet and then Darcy Silva's kid who was in the pageant. Those two are my 2 reference points.
And Jasmine.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine was a great movie.
No.
Great
movie. Great movie.
All right, guys, I think we've said it all.
That's it. That's a lid on MILF Manor season 2.
My heart is closed.
It'll open again for season 3.
It'll open again.
It'll open. Probably more my butthole. But
you need reassurance. You need some reassurance.
You need some reassurance.
That's actually, I think if anyone is still together, but I agree with you, no one is potentially Barbie.
Chris and Barbie.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
If anybody. But I'm with you, Matt. I don't think anyone's together.
But there's been a lot of they broke up and got back together.
100%. Yes.
This relationship is a roller coaster if it still exists.
Yes. It's the Canadian leaving Las Vegas.
What did Sam and Crutches call them?
Wow.
What did Sam and Crutches call them? Vesuvius and something else.
Yeah.
Something.
Mount Olympus. I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
Y'all,
all right.
Thank you for having me and giving me this outlet.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
For being here.
I appreciate it, and I will always join your MILF Manor.
All right. We're always here.
You're welcome anytime.
Yep. Wide open trash.
Anything that's too trashy for Poodle, call us.
I'll call you.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Join our Facebook group, Backdoor Friends, if you haven't already. And check us out on Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscriptions. All right. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Take care.